For me to explain breaking to a 5-year-old, the explanation has to be visual.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, he wants it!
An art form, a community, a culture.
No more waiting! No more debating!
In breaking, being free means getting loose.
Legends, champions, Toprock, and freezes. With the heart of hip-hop and the dopest moves, welcome to the ABC of breaking.
How is this possible?
Join us on a journey through breaking's past, present, and future.
It's the best life to me you can have because it's like represents ultimate freedom.
Breaking is an expression.
It's a culture, it's a dance, it's an art form.
A way of life.
We'll go back to the golden era, the 80s when legends were born.
Everything was just being created before your eyes. There were no moves. All we thought about was breaking.
And we'll move to the here and now, where newcomers ushering in a new era battle international superstars in the world's biggest competitions.
Let's go!
Breaking is powerful, athletic, an art form and a culture. Never call it breakdancing.
In my era, it wasn't shaking hands and hugging and being friends. It was wanting to humiliate the other guy.
It's a culture, it's a dance, it's an art form, it's a way of life.
You can be successful by who you are.
Anyone can learn the moves, but this art form is styled by self-expression and crafted by creativity. It's about breakers bringing the funk.
A lot of people still don't know
That how big it is, or how many characters are in this. It's like a hidden diamond.
it's pushing limits. It's close to becoming a superhero.
Rock, roll, bounce, skate, move, groove, celebrate. Breaking is everything and anything.
So let's begin. Breaking's roots run deep through New York City, the Bronx, 1973, and the revolution that was hip-hop.
On the one hand, the city was really considered dangerous, but on the other hand, it was very creative. And I was interested in the creative side.
When the city was on fire, but in that fire came creativity.
I was a newspaper photographer, and they sent me to the northern part of Manhattan to photograph what was supposed to be a riot. And the police told me that they hadn't been rioting, they had been fighting about who had won a dance battle.
It was a way of life. All I thought about was dance, because in my era, everything was just being created before your eyes. There were no moves.
When DJ Kool Herc dropped the needle on the breaks of his records, and you dance on those breaks, you were breaking.
The young man was just dancing, and he jumped up very high, grabbed his knees, and then let go, and fell on the floor, and posed. That was the first time I felt was the birth of it.
I just love the idea that these young boys were so serious about it, and that their parents had no idea. So they basically had invented their own culture, music, dance, and art.
Amongst these masters of invention were Alien S and the Mighty Zulu Kings, leaders of the hip-hop community for over 40 years. In the 70s and 80s, their genius was built upon the Rocksteady crew, whose innovative style and supreme skills left a legendary legacy.
Everything we've done from jamming out, bugging out, to like major competitions, being flown out, okay, traveling worldwide. That's a wonderful evolution. That's a wonderful growth, and I love it.
The chemistry of breaking is founded on 4 elements: footwork, power moves, freezes, and of course, Toprock.
So Toprock is the first thing people see when you dance. It's like your introduction.
It's kind of preparation of what you will doing on the floor.
Is your introduction to showing the person that you're here.
And then you have go downs, dancing on top and hitting the floor.
Is another introduction to showing how I'm gonna go from point A to point B.
Footwork is basically both hands or one hand, always running around your body, moving your legs and keeping your whole body on the ground.
Freezes is a move and you freeze it.
When I think of the B-boy move, it had to be from Tamna for football flow and then freeze.
Another signature.
Classic Hog 10.
When you hit a powerful freeze in an awkward movement, anybody that doesn't know about the dance will go, wow.
Wow. Clean form, the details in each transition that she's hitting.
If I was saying a sentence or a quote, the freeze is like the period in the sentence.
Powermove is a dynamic, energetic move. For example, spinning on your head and spinning on your back, it's a power move.
I also put all the big flip and stuff in the power move because it's something like, wow.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, he's laughing.
Oh, he wants it. He wants it.
Power move is one of the foundation. It's really important because every B-boy do power move.
And what the people like don't know nothing about breakdance, they prefer the pro move because it's something very spectacular.
Once you have the 4 elements down, it's time to make your body sing, dancing like an instrument. That's what musicality is. That's feeling.
Musicality is you knowing something so well that now you can create something to it, and I can see it through the music of you doing it because you're so on the beat of what's coming up next. That's musicality.
You can express everything, good feelings, bad feelings. You can sing with your body's instrument.
A feeling that you can feel instantaneously. Like right when you see the person dancing, you feel it.
It goes deeper than just like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's like really getting into this zone.
From birth, breaking has been about art, about culture, about expression, and all about competition. And with competition comes rules. The rules vary from competition to competition, but most see breakers come together to compete for a title. The aim, to beat their rivals and progress through a series of quarterfinals and semis to make the final. Each round is a knockout made up of a battle. 3 sets or dancers per breaker, lasting just 30 seconds each.
To me, the most important battles are like the first ones, the first overall battle.
Because everybody is just so dangerous and everybody has all their ammo still in the first round.
That's what it's about, making the impossible possible.
Judges decide who wins each round, often pro breakers drawn from the breaking community. Their decision is final.
If you are a judge, people trust you, the culture trusts you.
Not only you must be an expert, but you must be a master.
The judge's expert eyes lock onto the tiniest details, but still see the big picture.
It's also like the angle of your foot when you're breaking. It is how comfortable you look on stage. It's how well you connect with people on stage. Do you look comfortable and does it work in you?
The goal is to be well-rounded, right? A good balance of everything. Toprock, footwork, freezes, flavor, character, musicality, power moves, flips. You want to have a good balance.
Danny Dan looking really light.
Use the foundation. Foundation, add on it. If you drop this, then what are you doing? Breaking, like that's what makes it different from gymnastics, that makes it different from everything. Like it's the break, the attitude, the swag.
What the judges don't like is copying, stealing, dancers mimicking another breaker's moves, otherwise known as biting.
You took a wall set, wall direction, and you use it, and you know it's not from your brain.
To me, biting is intentional. It's when you are intentionally being like, I'm taking this person's move.
It's a golden rule in hip hop, no biting, always. But I think this generation, they just give like a big to that, you know?
In battle, breakers like sign language, gestures or signals that not all is well with their opponent's moves.
For the viewers that don't know what you're doing, you end up slapping the stage right there.
Yeah, because I know he didn't hit his freeze like he's supposed to hit his freeze. For the people that doesn't like understand the gestures, like people be doing this. This stands for like people repeating their moves, obviously. When you slap on the floor, this is when people crash. And then you have the infamous biting signal, and that's when
this
people
means when you copy a move.
It can be very easily confused with inspiration. When you're inspired, you take the move and you add to it, you take away something, you change it.
To win, a breaker showcases their individuality, bringing original moves and nailing them, all in the hyped-up heat of battle. Battles are the core of all competition. Two breakers, head-to-head, one-on-one, the essence of break.
The battles in our days, they were street jams. We didn't know the moves that were gonna happen because we weren't seeing it yet. And when certain beats came on, it was like Moses walking through the water. Everything was gonna part, and it was heated fire.
When you're competing at an event. It's a setup. There's a time limit, so you gotta go 3 rounds. When you're battling at a jam, and everything is organic. So it's a different kind of feel. When you lose at an event, you can always make it up at another event. When you lose at a jam, you lose your street credibility. People are like, oh, that's that dude that got smoked, or that's that girl that got smoked. And it's not easy to come back from that.
But breakers did come back. Inspired by their heroes in the Bronx, exciting new crews formed and breaking started to spread across the world. New breakers were born, more battles fought, and more competitions created.
It's adrenaline, and it's a test because you practice so many hours, so many years, and now you need to prove and you need to see your ranking, you know?
1990 was seminal. Germany hosted Battle of the Year.
Oh, what's up, what's up?
First international competition for B-Boy crews. But breaking competitions didn't blow up overnight. It took a collective effort from the hip-hop and breaking community to really ignite the scene.
You are going up against the best of the best in the world.
Today, the UK B-Boy Championships, Freestyle Session, Outbreak Europe, World Breaking Classics, IBE, and Battle of the Year, just to name a few, are staged every year. These international competitions offer breakers the platform to grow and develop their art, taking breaking to the next level.
No more waiting, no more debating.
And let's not forget Red Bull BC1.
We are here right now at Red Bull BC1 World Final. Make some noise, everybody!
A global one-on-one B-Boy and B-Girl competition. Red Bull BC1 brings the world's best breakers together. Their aim to represent at the World Final. 16 B-Boys and B-Girls battle in front of millions watching around the world. Only one will win the coveted belt and become the Red Bull BC1 B-Boy and B-Girl champion.
Everybody feels like a superstar the moment they do Red Bull BC1.
They had the plan. We want to create the biggest competition in the world and to show what is breaking so. And today, it's like this.
Oh yeah, make some noise!
Let's go!
It's basically the Super Bowl of breaking.
We go out there and we take people out. We destroy them, we smoke them. But then at the same time, we're bridging gaps because so many different countries and other people in here. It's an amazing feel.
It legitimizes the dance on a different scale than the one we've been used to.
It's the camps, it's the workshops, it's opportunity, it's connecting with people, it's experiencing what a brand like Red Bull can do and has been doing for 2 decades to the community.
The Red Bull BC1!
The first Red Bull BC1, featuring 16 of the best B-Boys in the world, was held in Biel, Switzerland in 2004.
Let's get ready to rumble!
People come from all the cities from Switzerland and from outside to see this. And it was an incredible night. It was on fire.
Y'all ready to get this battle started?
American breaker Omar brought his A-game. An incredible battle saw him become the first ever Red Bull BC1 champion. From here, things went to another level.
Are you all ready?
Omar paved the way for today's international superstars like B-Boy Ronnie from the US, Brazilian Nagin, and Rockstrike.
The new champion from the USA.
Lilu from France won the competition twice in 2005 and 2009, only to be bettered by a rising star from the Netherlands. In 2019, Menno became the very first B-Boy in history to win Red Bull BC1 3 times.
Man, there's no words to describe how happy I feel. I'm just so happy.
A feat later replicated in 2023 by Hong Ten from South Korea. In 2018, it was time for the B-Girls to step into the spotlight, and they knew how to make their mark. This was the year that the best of the best B-Girls went head-to-head at Red Bull BC1. Japan's Ami was on fire and took the title.
She's the first ever Red Bull BC1 female champion!
For far too long, breaking was male-dominated, but thanks to Red Bull BC1 champions like Ami, Kastet, Logistics, and India, the B-Girl scene is getting bigger, better, and braver.
The level of B-Girls is going up so fast, it's crazy.
I think the B-Girl level now is more interesting to watch than the B-Boys.
B-Girls, they can destroy B-Boys. That's all I can say, man. They evolved a lot, and it's nice to see.
Now she's showing her power.
These are high-level difficulty movements.
The level is so high and you're seeing stuff that B-Girls are doing that B-Boys can't even do.
Don't ever estimate the woman, the most powerful thing on earth.
B-Girls make breaking culture stronger, richer, and even more powerful. They're helping shape the future of break. From city streets to sold-out stadiums, breaking has been on a long journey.
Evolution of breaking is amazing for me, and the community that lifts you up.
I always think it's so ahead of its time. Breaking is like super futuristic.
What's unique is that it was invented by youth.
These early inventors became legends, impacting the art, laying foundations.
As a kid, I remember I wanted to see someone spin from their back to their shoulder, to their neck, to their shoulder, to their head. Now, the way they manipulate movements with their bodies it's incredible.
They created a culture where being true to yourself is power, a community where self-expression is king and queen, where the future is waiting.
Breaking's in a really interesting place right now. It is bigger than it's ever been, and I think it will continue to grow, and that's my hope for it as well.
Are you guys ready for the battle?
What I would like to see is us respected more in the sports world, in the entertainment world.
I hope together we can build something that has future.
If you ask me how we'll be breaking in 10 years, I don't know, but I'm sure we'll be in a good place.
I think it'll eventually come back to the roots.
The art form itself is always going to exist. It's never going to stop.
I always knew breaking would be where it's at, but it's not far enough.